Have you ever played a realistic video game? The kind where the graphics are so lifelike you almost forget you're in a game? The graphics are so good, they almost feel real. You can see every detail, every shadow, and every movement as if it were happening right in front of you. Now, imagine a video game so advanced that it creates an entire universe, a universe with stars, planets, and even life forms. This is the basic idea behind the simulation hypothesis. It's a theory that suggests our reality might not be as real as we think. The simulation hypothesis proposes that our universe is not real. Instead, it's a sophisticated computer simulation. Imagine a giant computer simulation created by a more advanced civilization, a civilization so advanced that they can simulate entire worlds. Picture it like a very, very sophisticated version of The Sims, where we are the unwitting players. We go about our lives unaware that we are part of a grand simulation. This idea might seem like science fiction, but some physicists and philosophers take it seriously. They argue that the universe's complexity and the laws of physics could be evidence of a simulated reality. They argue that the universe's complexity could be evidence of a simulated reality. The intricate patterns and mathematical precision we observe might be the result of advanced programming. So, is everything we see and touch just lines of code? Are we living in a digital construct created by beings far more advanced than us? Let's explore the evidence and see if this mind-bending idea holds water. Join us as we delve into the fascinating world of the simulation hypothesis and uncover the secrets of our possible digital existence. The simulation hypothesis isn't just a random idea. It's rooted in the rapid advancements we've made in technology. Think about how video games have evolved, from simple pixels to immersive three-dimensional worlds. If our technology continues to progress at this rate, it's not inconceivable that we could one day create realistic simulations. And if we can do it in the future, who's to say a more advanced civilization hasn't already done it? This is the core argument of the simulation hypothesis. It suggests that if simulating universes is even remotely possible, then the chances are high that our universe is itself a simulation. After all, there could be countless simulated universes out there, making it statistically more likely that we're in one. Proponents of the simulation hypothesis point to certain phenomena in the universe as potential evidence. One example is the strange world of quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics governs the behavior of particles at the atomic and subatomic levels. This realm of reality is notoriously bizarre and counterintuitive, defying the laws of classical physics. Particles can exist in multiple states at once, and they can even seem to communicate instantaneously across vast distances. Could these strange quantum effects be glitches in the simulation? Are they signs that our reality is not as straightforward as it appears? Some theorists believe so, arguing that these anomalies hint at an underlying code governing our universe. While the simulation hypothesis is intriguing, it's not without its critics. Many experts argue that the hypothesis is more science fiction than science fact. Many scientists and philosophers find the idea highly speculative and lacking in concrete evidence. They argue that without empirical data, the hypothesis remains in the realm of theoretical conjecture. One of the main criticisms is that the hypothesis is ultimately unfalsifiable. This means that it cannot be tested or proven wrong, which is a fundamental requirement for any scientific theory. This means there's no conceivable experiment or observation that could definitively prove or disprove whether we're living in a simulation. Without the ability to test the hypothesis, it remains speculative. If every aspect of our reality is simulated, then any evidence we find could itself be part of the simulation. This creates a paradox where the evidence is inherently unreliable. Furthermore, critics argue that the simulation hypothesis relies on assumptions about future technological advancements. They question whether we will ever achieve the level of technology required to create such a simulation. Just because we might be able to create realistic simulations in the future doesn't mean it's a foregone conclusion. There are numerous technical and ethical challenges that could prevent this from happening. The laws of physics and the limits of computation could very well prevent us from ever reaching that level of technological sophistication. Additionally, the energy and resources required for such simulations could be prohibitive. Can we hack the system? The quest for proof. The debate about the simulation hypothesis raises a fundamental question. Can we ever know for sure if we're living in a simulation? This question has intrigued scientists, philosophers, and even the general public for years. The idea that our reality might be an elaborate computer program is both fascinating and unsettling. If our reality is entirely simulated, it seems like any evidence we find could be fabricated by the simulation itself. This creates a paradox, where the very tools we use to seek the truth might be part of the illusion. How can we trust our findings if the simulation can manipulate them? However, some physicists believe there might be ways to detect the simulation. They propose that by examining the fundamental laws of physics, we might uncover inconsistencies or anomalies that hint at an underlying artificial structure. One idea is to look for limitations in the simulation's resolution. Just as a digital image has a finite number of pixels, our universe might have a maximum level of detail it can render. Just like a computer screen has a finite number of pixels, our simulated universe might have limitations in its ability to render detail. By studying these potential limitations, we could gather clues about the nature of our reality. If we could find these limitations, perhaps by observing the behavior of particles at extremely high energies, it could provide evidence of a simulated reality. High-energy physics experiments, such as those conducted in particle accelerators, might reveal discrepancies that suggest an artificial construct. However, such experiments are currently beyond our technological capabilities. The quest to hack the system and uncover the truth about our existence continues, driven by curiosity and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. While we may not have definitive answers yet, the journey itself is a testament to human ingenuity and our desire to understand the universe. Living in the unknown, the simulation's impact. The simulation hypothesis, whether true or not, has profound philosophical implications. If our universe is just a simulation, what does that mean for our understanding of reality, free will, and the meaning of life? Does it diminish our existence, knowing that everything we experience is ultimately artificial? Or does it empower us, knowing that we are part of a grander design, perhaps created by beings with unimaginable intelligence? These questions have no easy answers. The simulation hypothesis forces us to confront the limits of our knowledge and the very nature of our existence. The future of reality, what if it's all code? The simulation hypothesis is a mind-bending concept that pushes the boundaries of our understanding. While it remains highly speculative, it highlights the rapid pace of technological advancement and the profound questions such advancements raise. As we continue to develop increasingly sophisticated simulations, the line between the virtual and the real will become increasingly blurred. Virtual reality and augmented reality are already transforming how we interact with the world around us. In the future, it might become increasingly difficult to distinguish between what's real and what's simulated. This raises ethical and existential questions that we as a society will need to grapple with. Conclusion: a universe of possibilities. The simulation hypothesis is a fascinating thought experiment that forces us to confront the limits of our knowledge and the vastness of the unknown. While we may never know for sure if our universe is real or simulated, the very act of asking the question expands our horizons and deepens our appreciation for the mysteries of the cosmos. Whether we're living in a simulation or not, one thing is certain: the universe is a place of endless wonder and possibility. As we continue to explore the cosmos and unravel its secrets, we'll undoubtedly encounter even more mind-bending ideas that challenge our understanding of reality.